Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Got lotion on. I'm ready to go.
Are you ready to rock?
Ready to rock and roll, Ben. It's 6 on the news.
All right, here we are. Are we on the air? Hi, everybody. I'm Ben Suris. This is Stephanie Suchy. This is our remote concert. So you don't have to worry about saliva from us, and we don't have to worry about saliva from you. And so we're going to play some songs and, yeah, and even some requested songs that I have not sung in decades.
Fan songs.
Fan songs.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to start off with this song. This is called You're Not My Last Girlfriend Anymore. 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to fix this world with nails, boards, and glue. I have tools and I have time. Not much else to do. Now the boat is sinking. Almost drowned and then I'm sold. You're not my last girlfriend anymore. I am almost committed to growing something here. I could carve a little block, it'd be easy to clear. There's a risk I might be rescued and lose my garden on the shore. You're not my last girlfriend anymore. Are the one that I was hurt by and fell for, not the one who took the keys and slammed the door. Burning in case someone sees the smoke. I'll say I wish I'd built a shelter so that when I'm finally broke, why are we always reaching for some kind of brighter shore? What we thought we had before. You're not my last girlfriend anymore. Nice. It's funny without the applause.
You're here for the applause.
Yeah, anyway, hi everybody. Let's play our next song. This next song is called Used to Have a Ray Gun. This is a true story. This woman wrote me a letter a long time ago, 2.5-page letter about this imaginary life she led with this science fiction weapon she invented in her imagination to cope with everyday problems, like making guys like her and making rude people disappear. Yeah, so everything in this song is from this letter that she wrote. Are you ready?
I think so.
Stephanie's employing a very particular percussion technique, and we played the Edmonton Folk Festival a few years ago, and Stephanie, we were all excited to be playing the Edmonton Folk Festival, and Stephanie employed this technique so harshly she had bruises for a month after.
Yeah.
Gentle. I used to have have a ray gun. It was good for everything. I never had to deal with problems like other human beings. It was no ordinary ray gun. It didn't just shoot to kill. It could change up reality and even bend wills. I really love my ray gun. I really, really, really did. Say I wanted you to like me. Forget what I just said. Dial up a setting and point it at your head. It overpowered embarrassment. It made mean people dumb. It even vaporized traffic. Whole world was more fun. I really love my ray gun. I really, really, really did. Yeah. Something happened to my ray gun. It commenced to acting up. It wouldn't finish what it started. I think the trigger got stuck. And then I had to be careful what I said and what I did. There were no easy solutions, no more point shoot and fix. I really love my ray gun. I really, really, really did. And I'm stuck here on this planet. I can barely breathe the air. Wish I still had my ray gun. Blast my way out of here. I was gonna build a death ray, but I just lost heart. I don't have a laboratory, and it's hard to find parts. It's hard to find anything. It's hard to get along. It's hard to make friends. It's hard to be long. I really love my ray gun. I really, really, really did. I really love my ray gun. I really, really, really did. I really love my ray gun. I really, really, really did. Nice. How was that?
My hands are like
You got excited, right?
vibrating now.
Oh yeah, that's exciting. Okay, so this we're doing this concert. We were supposed to do a concert today at the Center for Spiritual Living, and it got canceled. And it was a kind of a big show for me, so we decided to do this instead. But if you like what you're hearing and you'd like to tip us, donate, there's I don't know if you can read that. It's there's a PayPal address, paypal.me/Ben Suris. So feel free. We'd appreciate that. There's their appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, what's next?
Big
this
love.
is one of the requests.
This is an oldie but a goodie.
This is from 1997.
Really? I thought it was earlier than that.
No, 1997. Have you ever sung it with me before?
No,
This
but
song?
I don't think so. No.
But you've heard it.
Yeah.
As of a few days ago.
As in yesterday.
Yeah.
No, I remember it from a long time ago.
So I have some very good friends that have supported me for a long time. Troy Cook in Fernie. He's been requesting this song for years, and I've always kind of dodged it. But I revisited, and we're gonna sing it. It's called Big Big Love. Been down for time, a little mixed up. Have my tongue in my cheek. The damn thing is stuck. To smile without grinning is my kind of dream. I'm bluer than blue, and it's making me mean. Big, big love. So when I was young, my heart flowed unending. When I was hurt, got stuck in this hole, searching for big, big love to call out my name. Big, big love, hold me in the game. Give me a chance to know the feeling. I'm exploding with need and my spirit wants healing. And it wants a big, big love. Now I find myself running in circles in a room full of mirrors and endless hurdles, chasing the skirts of colder women. I should move way up north where the ice doesn't thin. Big, big love, call out my name. Big, big love, hold me in the game. Give me a chance to know the feeling. Exploding with need and my spirit wants healing. And it wants a big, big love to call out my name. Big, big love, hold me in the game. Give me a chance to know the feeling. Exploding with need and my spirit wants healing. And it wants a big, big love. Big, big love. Big, big love. Nice. Cool. All right, so that was from my Ooh Wah Baby album. Moving right along. We were supposed to stream this on YouTube, but we couldn't quite figure it out. Hopefully you can watch it on Facebook or Instagram. We're going to do Any Precious Girl now. This is dedicated to anybody that ever felt like getting naked and running outside. Usually when I do a show, I say, does anyone here ever felt like doing that and want to admit it? And then people hold up their hands, or they don't. And then I say, does anyone here ever done it but not want to admit it? And sometimes they hold up their hands. And sometimes it goes over.
I think I saw my neighbor do it recently.
What's that?
I think I saw my neighbor do it recently.
Oh yeah, really? Yeah, I guess this is one of those times where it's this is pandemic is naked backyard time, I guess. I played this song one time for a lady at a music conference, and when she was done listening, she said, "That song would be perfect for my band. We play a clothing optional festival every summer." Anyway, this is called Any Precious Girl. And listen, if anybody is at home with their instrument, you're welcome to play along. This is in the key of D. I'll announce all the keys for all the rest of the song, so if you want to play along. his kids are exactly the same. We live in the extremes. We have crazy love affairs, different things to our hair. We walk around in dreams. Every day is a full moon. Every day is a full moon. Every day is a avoiding a patterned cell for any precious girl born without a shell. When you don't fit into the world you know you made, do it what you can. You read poems in the street, go shopping in bare feet, make castles in the sand. And my baby sister's happy now, the same as before. She remembers to each be a little more discreet, naked dancing indoors. And every day is a full moon. Every day is a full moon. Every day is avoiding a patterned cell for any precious girl born without a shell. Awesome. Thanks. Just in case anybody at home clapped, thank you very much. I made a list of things I want to say. I noticed with a lot of these concerts with no audience, a lot of artists are talking way more than I've ever heard them talk between songs. Yeah.
You don't like that, or you like
No,
that?
it's cool. It's great. It's nice to know what they're like. But I want to thank all the healthcare professionals around the world working super hard. And have you seen the pictures? Some of them, their faces are bruised from the masks.
Yeah, I have a friend who's like doing a campaign to get them to make these headbands that'll help
Oh,
relieve the. Jody, put it out there. People
Thanks,
who can
Jody.
sew. People who can sew.
I also want to thank everyone for following the social distance guidelines. I was thinking, you know that song, for some reason MC Hammer is very relevant to me and it keeps coming up. And I originally, like a few months ago, I was thinking, he should do a new version of his song Can't Touch This for his age group. And it could be like, oh, Can't Feel This.
Yeah, right.
But now, Can't Touch This is a perfect song.
Perfectly relevant.
Yeah. But I want to thank everyone for practicing the social distance so we stay healthy and so parks will stay open. Because if they crowd too much outside, they're going to shut down all the parks.
Well, they kind of have.
Really? I've been walking in the river valley, but the parks are shut?
Yeah, well, the facilities in the parks are shut, but no, the dog parks are shut.
Oh,
Because why let dogs be free?
right. Okay, let's do another song. This is called Marie Marie. This is loosely about a house I lived in on Balmoral Street in Winnipeg growing up, my early 20s. Did you live in a house with a bunch of people in your early 20s?
No.
Oh. Well, I did, and there were quite a few of us, and we did that thing where we had the solstice party and the bathtub full of beer, clawfoot bathtub, and then the next day the tub was gone.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't my
We had a cat named Tuffy that everybody fed and no one owned.
giant tuffy.
Got that way. Anyway, this is called Marie Marie. Marie Marie, the devil in me is taking you for a ride. He's never been much for sticking around. The glue wears off and he dries. Marie, Marie. Marie, Marie, the contract is torn. Leave your soul and depart. Your signature's faded, it won't stand up. There are loopholes from the start. Marie, Marie. standing like salt pillars, but we cannot stay. Marie, Marie, angel and servant, you were the advocate true, pointing at facts, stuck with a jester, the devil's in the shadows, it's true. Marie, Marie, the house on Balmoral is battered and worn, declared historic, but we are forlorn. It's hard to let go of rooms where you love. Ooh, ooh.
It's very hard to make this tambourine.
That's
quiet.
amazing. It's have you ever had to play this quiet
No,
in
well,
any of the bands you
no,
play in?
look, as evidence, you can
I've
see
seen
it's
you're just
missing
like
jangles.
just little taps.
I've destroyed 3
Three.
tambourines.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not playing with me.
No. You're the tambourine saver.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Let's move this over a little bit. Okay. I hope everyone's having a good time. I hope you're not going too kooky in this kooky time. Oh, this is a sing-along. If you want to sing along at home, Stephanie and I are going to sing Everybody Matters, and then you sing Everybody Matters, and then we're going to sing Everybody Matters, and you sing Everybody Matters. Okay. Got it? This is called Everybody Matters. And it's in G, if you want to play along. 2, 3. All around the world, every human being has a start and a false start, and an end and a beginning. They were born to pick or seed to sow, but there is one thing that I know: what you choose to do or not do, this is one thing that is true. Everybody matters. Everybody matters. Even you. The concubine, a Creole maid, the one who calls a spade, the drinker drinking in the bar, the dreamer staring at the stars, the cook who burns all the meals, the dad who can't say what he feels, the fat kid on the fat farm, the salesman with all the charm. Everybody matters. Everybody matters. Even you matter too. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. The bomb with the shopping cart, the redneck and the Pop-Tart, the bully in the schoolyard, the porn star working hard, the man who cheated on his wife, the robber with the kitchen knife, the hooker at the edge of town, the drummer who keeps slowing down. The picnic and the fascist, the slowest and the fastest, the mailman, the store clerk, bartender and the soda drink, the dancer with the left feet, the girl that doesn't eat wheat, the rich, the royal, the clean, the soiled, dictator and a diplomat, tall guy in a big hat, the comic book collector, the Soviet defector, the blues man, teetotaler, drunkard, the mountain yodeler, the one who gave the plot away, the other who just couldn't stay, the pirate, the sailor, the mother, the jailer, the winner, the failure. Everybody matters. Everybody matters. Even you. Everybody matters. Everybody matters. Even you. nobody matters, even you. Nice.
That's a good little drum solo, right?
Oh, that was so perfect. Oh my god. And the fact that you made the joke, little drum solo, that was good. I can't quite get the picture right over there. Can you just move that around?
Right.
There's probably all kind of comments like, can't see you. Okay, all right.
We need to do this.
What else is on my list?
Not on the town. Cancer. This is right there.
Oh, there it is. Do you want to do Gone to Bolivia now? Oh, let's do Not on the Town.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a duet I wrote and recorded with Little Miss Higgins, but she's not here. She's in Manitoba. And so I will. Stephanie will be performing Miss Higgins, Little Miss Higgins' role. It's a song about an old man trying to pick up a young woman in a bar. So I'll be performing the role of old man, and Stephanie will be performing the role of young woman.
I can do this.
I do a lot of solo shows, a lot of house concerts and shows by myself. And I was doing this concert in Winnipeg one time, and I was on. It was a proper stage, and there was a curtain on either side, and to my left, behind the curtain, was a full-length mirror. And so usually what I do is like I'll sing the first line, and then I turn this way and sing the next line. And I went to sing her first line and saw myself, and it totally threw me. Hey baby, what's your name?
None of your business, brother.
When the lights go out, aren't we all the same?
Think what you want. Tell it to my grandmother.
I'm not on the town, or just hanging around, floating on the cusp of a world that's mean to an old man trying to make the scene. How about one little dance?
This is not my kind of tune.
Close your eyes, give experience a chance.
You're kind of cute when you beg. I need what you call the powder room.
I'm not on the town, or just hanging around, floating on the cusp of a world that's a mean to an old man trying to make the scene. I wonder if she's coming back.
I hope he's found somebody new.
I'd like to bring her home to my little shack. Chances are slim, romance is wasted on unskilled youth. I'm not on the town, or just hanging around, floating on the cusp of a world that's mean to an old man trying to make the scene. Blame an old fella for trying.
I would do the same in your shoes. Well, all right. One little twirl on the dance floor.
She'll never tell how much she loves the way he moves. Very nice. Very nice.
Did I convince you?
Oh yeah, that was
Young and
some of the
youthful.
best acting I think I've ever experienced. All right. Okay, I just want to mention once again, we're taking tips. You can tip us at PayPal. There's a link on the bottom of the screen. PayPal.me/BenSuris. Anything you like, if you can help out, and if you can't, by all means, just enjoy the show. And yeah. So what's next? Should we do boring people?
Sure.
Are we ready for that? You want to do dancer first?
Yeah.
I wish we could see if there was... Are people commenting? Is anyone saying anything? Does anyone have a request? We can do boring people.
All right. It's probably just my children that's commenting. They're the peanut gallery right now. Do this. Do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that
Hi, Sophie.
we're going to watch. Don't have Facebook, but hopefully they can still see it.
Yeah.
So I was walking down I think this was inspired by an encounter I had on my street on a very hot day. You might remember before the pandemic there was a climate crisis.
Right.
Right. So anyway, so I have a pet peeve, and that's people idling their cars in the summer, like when it's super hot and they're just trying to keep their their poodle cool or whatever. And so sometimes I'll ask them to maybe consider turning their car off. And sometimes people are great about it, like they're totally chill about it, and oh yeah, I didn't think about it or whatever. But anyway, one time I was walking down my street and it was a super hot day, and this guy had his Hummer running. You know what a Hummer is?
Yeah.
It's like a big kind of Jeep tank thing. Anyway, so his Hummer was running and it was like plus 30 and not a cloud in the sky, and this guy's smoking a cigarette standing on the curb, and he's talking to these two women, and I said, does your car need to run? He said, no, but you do. So anyway.
Did you?
No, I just kept walking.
Calm.
It actually, it made me think about how I respond to things sometimes. And so I wrote the song. So even though the intro comes across as like a diss at that guy, it was really me just thinking about myself.
Oh, I see.
This is who I am, the body breaking, the troubled heart, the can't get finished, the can't go on, the can't start. Not the best moves or the brightest, or the dumbest either. Not satisfied with satisfied, not into bliss and ether. Who are you? Who am I? Is there a difference when we try? Is there really a payoff? Are there just more things to fix? Are we just boring people that do boring things for kicks? Who are you? Who am I? This is who I was, the blind ambition, the vocal cracks, with no eyes to my peers, deaf to all obvious facts. Not the best moves or the brightest, but when you're young, you're dumb. How else can you make mistakes? I could have listened to my mom. Who are you? Who are we? Is there a difference when we flee? Is there really a payoff? Are there just more things to fix? Are we just boring people that do boring things for kicks? Who are you? Who are we? She doesn't know, doesn't care, or that's what she gives off. The people that act the hardest are very, very soft. To make the great reveal, to show the truest part, would be to admit to being human and that you have a heart. So it's riding in the truck and blaring the horn. It's F-bombs, hockey, and porn. It's the top of your lungs, singing Riders in the Storm. Who am I now? Who was I then? Is there a difference in the end? Is there really a payoff? Are there just more things to fix? Are we just boring people that do boring things for kicks? Who am I now? Who was I then? Beautiful. Nice job. This is Stephanie Suchy singing for you.
Hello, everybody.
Please clap at home. I just felt your children clapping for you. Yeah. Also, I want to mention we're at Riverdale Recorders, and our friend Scott Franchuk is engineering and doing a great job. A few of these live stream shows have been coming from here. There's probably more coming up. I think there was even one earlier today.
Nice.
Anyway, just want to. Oh, there's a request for holes. That's funny. Hey, how's your? Can you like make bass sounds with your mouth?
No.
Can you go like bum bum bum?
Probably.
Bum bum
But I'm higher than you.
bum 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 bum. Yeah, just puff your cheeks out. It'll give the illusion of a tuba. Okay, this is for who is this for? Oh, it's gone. This is for Don Dina Gordon. This is called Holes. Just during the solo.
I want to do the whole thing.
Do you really? You can.
I don't.
You totally can. But if you wanted to wait till the
I
solo,
won't be able to sing.
you might get bored with the part.
I will.
1, 2, 3. There is a hole in the bucket, hole in the ozone, a big, big hole in the lonely man's bed, hole in the donut, hole in the forest, holes in the tummies of the kids not fed. Holes in the streets where the poor folks live, holes in the hearts where love has failed, holes in your skin so your skin can breathe, holes where the fish used to swim in the sea. Ready? Keep going. Very nice. Holes in the ear, holes in the eyebrows, and the nose and cones of the honeybee. Holes for digging and holes for piercing. All kinds of holes we do and do not need. Now if a hole needs love, love should fill it. If a hole needs air, that's where air should be. There's no loving and there's no air. These holes are just holes, that's all they be.
These holes are just holes, that's all they be.
These holes are just holes, that's all they be. Awesome. That was some sweet high bass playing, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's the mid bass. It's a new instrument.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay. We had a request for The Boy Who Walked Backwards. So we're going to play that now. The Boy Who Walked Backwards Through the Snow. This is a true story told to me by my good friend Janet Day, who lives in Alderville First Nation, which is in Ontario near Roseneath and Hastings. And this is about her father. When he was a little boy, he was taken away to residential school. This is up in Serpent River First Nation near Spanish, Ontario. And he was taken away to residential school. All the kids were brought home at Christmas time. He was a young guy. He was like maybe 6 years old. And so all the kids were brought home at Christmas. And the day they were coming to collect all the kids, there was fresh snow on the ground. And he was determined he was never going back to that school. And so the story goes that he got up early and he walked out of his house and he turned to face his house and he walked backwards into the bush. And so when they came to his house to collect him, they looked all around, but the only tracks they saw were coming out of the forest. And so the story goes, they didn't look in the forest, and he hid and he just waited. This little guy just waited, as quiet as could be, and eventually they gave up and left, and he never went back to a residential school.
Never ever.
Nope.
Wow.
Kept his language, kept his culture, But they did have to move deeper into the bush though, because they would have come back the following year
Sure.
looking for. So they moved deep into the bush where the roads didn't go. Built a shack. So, anyways, that's the whole story. We don't need to play the song. I'm the last full blood from Serpent River. That's what he told his daughter on the day that he died. He kept asking about a moose crossing some great water. She did not know what he meant. Right to the last instant, their fingers closed his eyes. The last full blood from Serpent River, the boy who fooled the nuns and did not show. The last of a kind, there will be none left behind. The boy who walked backwards through the snow. As a child, they dragged him off to residential school, where they cut his hair and told him what language to speak. He and his buddies would form secret huddles, whisper the words of their mother tongue. Be damned if the sisters come, be damned if they didn't speak. The last full blood from Serpent River, the boy who fooled the nuns and did not show. The last of a kind, there will be none left behind. The boy who walked backwards through the snow. Ho, ho. The boy who walked backwards through the snow. They let him home for the holidays. Swore to not return to the school in English syllables. Killer of individuals, short haircuts for Indians, not the man on the cross. So he walked backwards through the snow and hid inside the tree line when the sisters came collecting. They were so unsuspecting, he was there but he didn't show. The last full blood from Serpent River, the boy who fooled the nuns and didn't show. The last of a kind, there will be none left behind. The boy who walked backwards through the snow. Ho, ho. The boy who walked backwards through the snow. That boy is an old man, lying on his deathbed, speaking in a tongue the nuns would never understand. I'm the last full blood from Serpent River, that's what he told his daughter on the day that he died. Nice. The boy who walked backwards through the snow. True story. Amazing story. Okay, let's see. What was another request? Ooh-Wah Baby or Old Woman's Bay. Oh, that's so long ago. I don't think we don't know that. Well, I used to know it, but it's too long ago. Ooh-Wah Baby, there's just not enough Bee Gees. I'm so lucky to have Stephanie. I mean, with this quarantine, I may not see her for 5 months. We could do Lettuce and Tomato. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That's a request from Lander. Okay. So, my parents split up when I was quite young. And my mom, we lived in Regina, but my mom got a job in Saskatoon after they split up. And I would come home on the Greyhound bus on the weekends. Remember the Greyhound bus?
I took it once or twice.
Yep, long time ago. No longer exists in Western Canada. But anyway, it's gone. I would take the bus from Saskatoon to Regina every weekend to see my dad. And at the end of each visit, he would pack me a lunch, and he'd make these sandwiches full of tomatoes. And the sandwiches would disintegrate before I even got to the bus depot. So that's basically what this song's about. As a grown-up, whenever I passed through, my dad would always make me a lunch, but he'd put the tomatoes in a separate baggie and insist that I pull over to assemble them.
Very simple.
Yeah. But the last sandwich my father ever made for me, I noticed the tomatoes were in the sandwich, and I was like, oh, that's unusual. But anyway, I took the sandwich, and I got in the van, and then down the road I went, and a couple hours down the highway, I was like, oh, I'm hungry, and so as per usual, I reached for this my dad's fantastic sandwich. And lo and behold, not a hint of moisture had reached either piece of bread. So my dad had mastered the sandwich.
Sandwich master.
Probably using lettuce. My father makes 2 sandwiches. He stacks them together and puts them in a bag for me to take on the bus away. His boy, the street musician with no future or past, who cannot make a living, whose visits never last. My mother found a job in a city far away. She'd put me on the bus so I could have a stay. And when our visit was finally over, he'd give a grunt or a bad joke, leave me at the bus depot with lunch and a kiss of scotchy breath and smoke. Lettuce and tomato, ketchup, maybe mayo, sliced up left of last night's barbecue. Put it in a sack of paper I put in my backpack. Careful the tomatoes don't soak through. Well, the truth is I love these sandwiches, but what an awful mess there would be. Lettuce everywhere, on my face and on my chest. I was hungry and too proud to be seen by the other kids with the lunch they never ate and all said they did. Oh, I'm sure my father made the best, and after years of wasting riches, I swore I'd make amends from my head down to my britches. With lettuce and tomato, ketchup, maybe mayo, sliced up left of last night's barbecue. Put it in a sack of paper I put in my backpack. Careful the tomatoes don't soak through. I am all grown up, I feel small when we're together. No more by bus, I come by car in all kinds of weather. And he always makes me sandwiches, and I am ripe for the mess. I get it on the steering wheel, on my face and on my chest. Lettuce and tomato, ketchup, maybe mayo, sliced up left of last night's barbecue. Put it in a sack of paper I put in my backpack. Careful the tomatoes don't soak through. That sandwich is speaking to you. Yep. Very good sandwiches. All kinds of stuff. He didn't care what he put. Mustard, peanut butter.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so there was a request. Someone ahead of the show made a request for a song I haven't played ever.
I don't know what to play.
I think I may have performed it live once, and it's kind of like, it's sort of a spoken word blues thing about my good friend Jody. I think Scott knows Jody. Jody's just this great charismatic person who's she's just all in with life. And I might just pull the words a little closer, actually.
I'm gonna hide back here and hear the drums.
Oh yeah, okay, sure. This is called Drunk and in My Kitchen. This is weird without an audience, so I need you to be the rowdy. I want to live like Jody. Black beans bubbling in a crock pot, plaid shirt and men's Fruit of the Looms and the plumber region of her baggy pants. Bottle in hand, stomping around the house, bootlaces clickety-clacking on the cracked linoleum. Cilantro, garlic, and fresh lime juice embedded in her fingernails and wafting through the air every time she takes a fast swig. I want to live like Jody, drunk and in my kitchen. Couple of big old dogs that howl and lick every visitor that comes to the door, then crawl back into the corner to rest their old dog bones. Bottles strewed all around the house from the night before when she made it with her lover in 2 of the 4 rooms. extra bed in the living room for strangers who stumble by from the party and then just fall sideways once it's done, landing on the pillow where they will sleep till they wake the next morning to the smell of coffee and a pain-drenched ballad ripping through the stereo like oncoming traffic. I want to live like Jody, drunk and in my kitchen, drunk and in my kitchen, drunk and in my kitchen. That was called Drunk and in My Kitchen. About our good friend, can you tell Scott who I was singing about? Yeah, he knows. He's nodding his head. All right. Okay, so I just want to mention one more time, if you would like to tip us, paypal.me/BenSurus. That would be awesome. Thank you for that. And we still have time for, I think, maybe 2 more songs, maybe 3. I think we got, did we get all the requests? Oh, there was a request for Climb Down. High School Steps.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's tough. One or the other.
I know High School Steps better.
Right.
But that's okay. I can plug through Climb Down.
All my music is on all the streaming platforms, and you can buy it on iTunes, and you can still buy physical copies. And a lot of artists, we're all kind of freaking out a little bit right now, not sure how we're going to get through. I mean, we still have it better than a lot of people in other countries, but by all means, anybody you hear and you like, they're usually on things like Spotify and other stuff, and by all means, add them. Add us. Add me. BenSurus, Spotify, all the other streaming platforms. You can buy my music at Bandcamp. Also, if anyone donates more than $25, when this pandemonia is over, I will mail you a CD as a thank you.
Thanks.
I didn't mention that, but okay. So this is Climb Down. Monkey see, monkey do. This monkey loves you. He's been hiding in the tree from the world, and it does not fit in. The branches have grown thin. Jungle doesn't mesh with the girl. And he's feeling a little older, and he moves a little slower. He has lost some flair for the clown, and he's practically wed to these words in his head that tell him it's time to climb down. So climb down, get a new suit of clothes. I walk upright and pose with the photograph of what was being free. Before you tame the monkey in me. Well, it's hard to adjust from nature and its thrust, from caring to not care to this. But there is so much surprise in every sunrise, and goodbye is just hello with a twist. So climb down, get a new suit of clothes. I walk upright and pose with the photograph of what was being free. Before you tame the monkey in me. You see, I'm the very last to let go of the past. There's no one left to swing with in the trees. And when friends have moved on, it's just harder to hang on to what you used to call being free. So climb down, get a new suit of clothes. I walk upright and pose with the photograph of what was being free. Before you tame the monkey in me. Oh, oh.
I just forgot how that song ended.
Yeah, that's how it ends.
That's how it ends.
If we do it again.
That's fine.
Okay, so I think we have time for one more song, right? Thanks for tuning in, everybody, to this streamed concert from Riverdale Recorders. Our engineer is Scott Franchuk. Please clap at home. Oh, I forgot to say the keys of the songs. Oh, well. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott. I hope everyone was able to tune in. And this is Stephanie Suchy singing for you and playing percussion, mostly borrowed from her children.
Yep.
And once again, I want to thank all the healthcare good care of us, risking their lives and bruising their faces with their masks. And thank you, everybody, for social distancing. And what else? I just want to say there are a lot of people that before this pandemic happened that were really struggling, and keep those people in mind as well, because they're still struggling now and will probably be after many of us get through all this. So think about them. Smiles are not contagious from enough of a distance. So what should we do? Should we do I Could Be Your Man?
Sure.
Is that a good, fun closer? This is we're doing this to share my music, but we want it to be, good times, good feelings. So we're going to end with this fun song. This is called I Could Be Your Man. If you want to jam along, it's in the key of E. And my guitar might get a little bit louder for this song. So I'll step back a bit. If you want to sing along at home, the sing-along part is, and I could be your man, I could be your man, I could be your man, you can have me, yes you can. Got it? Right, 1, 2, 3. I'm Hopeless Ham, I'm Benny the Jew, the boy in the bubble, little Charlie Trouble. I'm a fish cutter and a butcher boy, I'm a troubadour with a pompadour. And I could be your man, I could be your man, I could be your man, you can have me, yes you can. What do you want to know? I'm a doctor of love and a singer of song, I'm an agitator and a revelator. I have a magic hand and a gentle touch, I can toss a salad, my credentials are valid. And I could be your man, I could be your man, I could be your man, you can have me, yes you can. What do you want to know? I'm no Schwarzenegger with a calculator, no relationship, Terminator. I'm a rolling pin and a mixing bowl, I'm like Darth Vader with a carburetor. And I could be your man, I could be your man, I could be your man, you can have me, yes you can. I could be your man, I could be your man, I could be your man, I could be your man. Hey! Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for listening. Stephanie Suchy, I'm Ben Suris. Take good care of yourselves.